I'm a shy girl. I thought you could see my Invisalign. I took it out to have my tea. By the way, pink is not doing bits for me, is it? Like, pink is not my colour. So girls, welcome back to the channel. As you know, we are back with another Tub Talks. I'm really enjoying this series, guys, and I hope you are too. I hope that me answering your dilemmas is helping you out a little bit, or just making you feel more comfortable. That is all I can ask for. Knowing that someone else is going through a situation similar to you is super reassuring, and just makes you feel like you're not alone if you don't have anyone to talk to. Hopefully, this is what the series is providing for you. I have had so many lovely DMs and comments from you guys saying how much you're loving the series, so yeah, thank you so much. We have a lot to get through today, but if you guys do want to send in your dilemmas, they are completely anonymous. If you just go down to the link tree in my description, you will find the Tub Talks forum. You will also find the People's Diary link. Remember to check that I appear if you haven't seen the People's Diary before. I basically just read people's anonymous confessions, judge them, and share them with the internet. But we're all cool here, we all like that. Without further ado, let's just get straight on into it. So I worked with this guy, and the first time I met him, he talked to me about like work stuff. He seems really fun, but I haven't had a shift with him for about a month. So today I had a shift with him, and he works out the back and I'm out on the front register, and I had to go out the back for something. Anyway, he saw me and said hi, and he bought something up from the convo that we had a month prior. Am I over exaggerating if I thought that was sweet? Because he's a good looking guy, so surely he's talking to another girl. Also, I would love to add him on Snap, but I only followed him on Instagram about 2 weeks ago, and I'm scared. Plus, I'm not the most innocent person ever. I'm 16 and I've just never like talked to a boy over social media in a flirtatious way has helped. Oh my god, that sounds so sweet. I feel like it could be him showing an interest. Just because someone's attractive does not mean that they are talking to people. I remember when I first met Brad and I was convinced that he would be speaking to multiple people, and he actually wasn't. I was like, you must get so much female attention, and apparently girls just don't even message him. I mean, it's good for me. I'm happy about it. When you see a typically attractive person, you do just expect them to have a lot of female attention, but some people don't. Some people are dark horses that just go unnoticed and underappreciated. But it means that people like me can be with them, so I'm happy. I personally think that's really, really sweet of him, but it also could be a situation where, like, I don't know, I remember when I worked at Urban Outfitters and I wouldn't have seen someone for ages, and I would just be like, what was the last thing we spoke about? It sounds like you two don't know each other very well, so I think take this as a compliment. He's remembered things about you, and definitely ask him for his Snapchat. Just be like, oh, like, I'd love to get to know you more. I don't know. That sounds pretty cute. Not me having chest acne and just acting as if I don't, but also me remembering it's a completely normal thing. Guys, this bikini that I've got on, it's not it, but let me just show you. Can you see that? How cute is that? It's got the little lines. Anyway, back to me, kids. My ex-boyfriend still messages me telling me that he loves me and wants to be with me, even after he cheated on me and hurt me emotionally. How should I tell him that although I still have feelings for him, I can't go back because it hurts too much to try and trust him again? You don't. Basically, with a situation like that, you need to get rid. You need to block him. By telling him that you still have feelings for him but you can't go back, it's giving him a little bit of an incentive. It's giving him a little bit of something that he wants, and it is you giving in, because eventually you will give in. If you've said to him, I still have feelings for you, I can't do it, I can't trust you, he'll then come back with the whole, oh, but I'll build your trust again, I'll never do it again to you, I'll never cheat on you, I'll never do this, please let me prove it to you. No, you already proved to me that you did it, you cheated on me, and I won't be going back, and I'm not going to tell you jack shit about me, quite frankly, because you don't deserve it. Blocked. That's my advice on that one, hun. So basically, my friend is in this relationship kind of thing, but they've never met and they say they love each other. That's a bit of a weird one, which I think is a bit weird. Yeah, actually. But I feel like you can never know if you truly love someone without meeting them. I don't know. If you guys have different opinions, let me know. He also brings her down a lot and has said if she was fat, he would never go near her. And then she started losing weight. That is so annoying. How much you love someone shouldn't be defined on their weight. That is disgusting. Then he said he doesn't want her to be skinny because it will remind him of his ex. This boy is so toxic. Ew. There's other stuff too, so I told her that she can do better and to leave that bitch, but she never does. And every time we say something else, she doesn't like me, so we've stopped now. But what do? Their friendship is so toxic, but then again, so is our friendship. Do you know what it is? Your friendship is toxic, but not on your heart. But also, it isn't. Basically, she's in a situation where she thinks she loves this person and she would do anything for that person. She's not gonna see that she's being manipulated. Yeah, emotionally manipulated. You don't ever realize you're in a toxic relationship until you're out of it and you kind of reflect on that. So I don't think you should do anything about the friendship. I feel keep advising her. If she keeps shutting you out and saying all this, you kind of just need to leave it to her own devices to figure some stuff out herself. You never know, like, he could change. I highly doubt he will, but she's gonna know him more than you would. Does that make sense? Those are major red flags though, like major red flags. And personally, I don't think she should be with him at all. But sadly, it's something that she has to realize herself, otherwise she won't do anything about it. Keep advising her, keep being on the lookout for her, but maybe just don't talk to her about it anymore. Occasionally ask how he is, how they are, and just let her confide in you. I know it's draining, but when you shut your friend out because of their partner, they end up just not telling you, and then they can end up in a really serious situation. So if you can't get them out of it while you can, like now, just try and be there for them as much as possible throughout it. But yeah, it is really draining. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. How do you deal with not drinking whilst all of your friends are around you? I'm trying not to drink at the moment, but it's hard when you're used to it and everyone else is. That is so true. So I went out about 2 weeks ago now to a place called Escape to Fry Island. It is one of the most insane places I've ever been. It's so cool. Anna, Byron, Luke, Halsaf, they were all doing shots, and we were also playing a drinking game. But instead of drinking alcohol, I just had a Coke, and it still meant that I was included in all the conversations. I personally can have a lot of fun without alcohol, so it doesn't really bother me that much. But the only thing that does bother me is like when we do play games and someone's like, you have to take a shot, because I'll just be like, oh cool, I'll take a sip of my Coke, and it'll be like, I don't know, just a bit of a humorous joke. All it means, if anything, is that you don't really have a forfeit in a drink game. You can keep whatever secrets you want to yourself, and you also don't get a hangover the next day because you're not being forced to drink. It's pretty sweet. Because if you don't want to answer it, you can be like, well fine then, I'll just drink, but it's non-alcoholic. You're not getting punished, you know? My friends are very understanding. They do make jokes sometimes, being like, oh come on, you have to get drunk with us. Initially in the first month, I'd say, they were very like, come on, you are gonna drink. And now they just kind of know, and it's just kind of me. Like, I didn't even take my ID to the place because I didn't need it, because I don't drink. When I walked in, I was like, oh fuck, I haven't got it. Everyone was like, well, you don't drink anyway, so you don't need it. So it's like automatically everyone just kind of knew. But the more you do it, the more everyone gets comfortable, the more you get comfortable, and you'll eventually just find yourself having fun without the temptation to drink. I felt so good the morning after waking up when everyone else was hungover and I didn't have one. It was a euphoric feeling. It was so nice, because then I just got up, did my work, and I came to my door, and she literally looked like death and was like, I have thrown up 3 times already. And I was like, I feel fine, and I still had a really good night. I'm 18 and gay, and honestly seeing all of my friends talking to boys and getting into relationships makes me so sad. I'm so happy for them, of course, and I don't want a relationship, but I've just never even had an experience with a boy, and to be honest, I don't even need a boyfriend, but at least something would be nice. I get what you're saying here, because when you're surrounded with relationships, it is really difficult to not want one, especially when your friends are talking about like how amazing they are and everything. But being single is fun. You can do absolutely whatever you want, and I know that a relationship should be that you can do whatever you want, but when you're with someone, you do have to think about the other person as well. There's just so much that comes with it, and you're only 18. I really feel like don't rush it. Don't rush an experience with a boy, don't rush dating a boy, don't rush talking to a boy. Just live your life with your best friends, have as much fun as possible, because a lot of people, when they've been in a relationship from their teen years and they come out of it in their mid-20s, obviously I'm not saying your friends are going to break up with their boyfriends, but common fact that a lot of people do break up. When people come out of these relationships when they're like 25, they're like, I've lost so much of my 20s, I've lost so much of my teens, and they really miss just having fun with their friends and not being with that person all the time. I personally feel like you can do both, have a boyfriend, have a partner, and still have the most fun with your friends, but it always is just a little bit different, you know? When someone's in a relationship, it always is. I don't know what it is, but it is different. So the most I can advise you on that is just try to preoccupy your mind with something else. Like, just tell yourself, yes, I'm happy for them, and that's it. It's not a bad thing that you haven't experienced a relationship. If anything, be thankful that you haven't, because a relationship that you would have experienced, like your friends, just comes with a lot of hurt. They've obviously ended, so be thankful that you haven't got that hurt there. I slept with my best friend's crush and don't know if I should tell her. I also don't feel that bad because it was great. I know she would flip over it, and I don't want to lose her as a friend. Love you, Han. I mean, I love you too, but shit me. you're an awful best friend. I don't know how you can even call yourself a best friend to your best friend. I'm just gonna leave that one there because I think you're a she person. I ain't commenting on it. What is your favorite antiperspirant deodorant? Sorry if it's weird. I struggle with sweat patches, especially in tight clothing, and I want to be able to wear cute little tight tops. That is not weird to ask at all, just from girl to girl. I had laser hair removal and it made my sweat glands so overreactive. So there was a point in time where I literally smelled horrible and would sweat profusely. Not saying that you smell, that's not me saying you smell, but I definitely smelled very nasty. I use a Dr. No.1 recommended one. I can leave the link in the description. You get like 2 in a pack. It's the one that I had to order to pretty much stop me from sweating so much. My sweating only lasted about 2 weeks, but it was just, it was like hell on earth, and it happens every single time I go get laser hair removal on my underarms. So hopefully that helps you out. Maybe someone else watching has the same issue but is too embarrassed to say about it. It is not embarrassing to sweat, guys. It's a natural bodily function, but obviously if I can prevent it, I'm gonna want to prevent it, you know what I mean? How do I make new friends during a pandemic? I recently moved to Manchester from South Africa and I'm finding it very hard to make friends. Not normally shy or anything, but I'm finding it harder to meet new people. Well, you've got me. I live in Manchester. Literally just DM me. Obviously I don't know who you are, it's anonymous, but DM me, that'll be fun. We can go for some drinks. Also, I feel like if you live in an apartment block, getting involved in like your community groups, or even like where I live, for example, they do community groups for people outside of the building. Like you can join our gym without having to live here, and they do like spin classes and stuff, yoga classes. I feel like something like that is really easy way to meet people. So if not that, just Instagram, reaching out to people, being like, hi girls, you live in Manchester. I have made many friends from social media, so hopefully you can too. But yeah, groovy girls, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you do have any dilemmas to write to me about, then as I said at the beginning of the video, definitely leave them in the forum down below on the link tree. I hope you're all well, and I hope you're enjoying life slowly going back to normal. I know it feels good, but it's also a very anxious time for everyone, so just take it as it comes, take all the time you need. That's what I'm doing. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video, guys.